Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the selenite heart, then this will be your reading. And selenite is a beautiful, refreshing stone for new beginnings, and you have a lot of that energy here in this reading as well. It's a calming, peaceful stone helping you align with your life path, where you're supposed to be, spiritually grounding as well. It's a beautiful stone. Knowing that you are a beloved and worthy child of the heavens, and it is a direct connection to the heavens, the selenite, always seeing that as like a nature's fiber optics, and it is a great stone to connect to that beautiful heavenly realm. So Group 1, let's jump in with the main signs I can see here. Temperance, Capricorn, Cancer, and Gemini, Libra as well. And perhaps the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But yeah, okay, so that could be you or someone you're dealing with. It doesn't matter all that much. Let's just cruise straight on in with the past energy. Actually, the little crystal picker, those that are new here, it is my young son that chooses the crystals for the reading. And today he said that this group is on a holiday. And he might have been a bit biased because he's on school holidays as of today. So, but I guess a lot of people watching this might be on school holidays or going for holidays. So yeah, maybe there's a holiday on the horizon, maybe you're needing a holiday, but that's what he said. So he's usually pretty damn accurate with those messages. And it's very exciting when he wants to offer a little more. I don't usually probe for that, I just let it come when he's ready. So, all right, Group 1, the past energy. Let's have a look. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and Temperance. So Knight of Cups, when I saw this, I saw like somebody looking into this cup, and it's like this is past energy. So it's like, I think it's reflective of the dreams you had, the things you really wanted. Knight of Cups is a romantic energy, so it can definitely talk about having a very special person in your life where you do share romance and lovely times. It doesn't even have to be romantic, although it typically is. If we look at it from a platonic sense, it's that great friend that you can really have fun conversations with, and it's a delight to be in their energy. But for you, I do feel like this is you looking at all of the things you wanted for yourself. And then the Six of Pentacles is next, and it shows that a lot of gifts came your way. There's community around you, there's an exchange of gifts, there's a lot of action happening. So you may have a busy community around you, maybe you're involved in different communities, like a workspace community, your friends, your family. There's a lot has been happening. You've been drawing a lot of help towards yourself in the past, to things that help you bring your wishes to fruition. And you have Temperance here as well. So there's been a lot of healing and rebalancing going on for you also. I do feel think this is like something that was slow and steady for you that has been evolving, but it is something that's definitely evolving. Good things are happening here for you, lots of blessings. What was really cool, I'm going to pull it up straight away. 3 cards came out from this deck, and it just felt so clear to take them together. You've got expansion, new beginnings, and change. So it really echoes the cards we've just read. It shows that, yeah, right now, this is a very abundant time for you. A lot is growing around you, maybe inside of you. You're definitely experiencing expansion in your life. There's new beginnings to come. They're probably already here. And then change as well. And the dragonfly always makes me think of having a really harmonious environment, because the dragonflies, when they are around, you know that the environment is really, really harmonious and healthy. So it's about having that beautiful, healthy life around you. Lots of changes to bring in more of a healthy balance. I think balance is a really important key word for you at the moment. But anyway, moving ahead, we've got the Eight of Wands. So this is your week ahead energy from now in the reading. We're just looking at what's coming up. Eight of Wands is about movement, it's about travel, but it's also about communication. So these things are going to be important for you. And when we have the Lovers and the Two of Wands after that, it's like you are needing to communicate with someone perhaps, or you're needing to make a decision around a change of path here. Because your world is expanding, there's new beginnings happening. Two of Wands is like, okay, we can't keep doing, I just saw 444, by the way. I know you can't see that, but I can. So with the Two of Wands, we're looking at a new path because the old path is no longer serving. Whatever's needs to be readjusted, and there needs to be communication about this. So at the start of this week, I think you're really thinking about a choice you need to make or a commitment to change your path or to communicate with someone about a change that's coming. So also in the week ahead, we have the King of Cups showing up. So to start the reading in the Knight of Cups and then end up coming into the King of Cups, it shows me that something's definitely expanded and is evolving. It could be a deepening of a commitment, taking things to the next level, maybe in a relationship. It could be just the deepening of love that you feel for someone. This could also be someone else who's in your life that is deepening their love for you. We have also Judgment here, so it's like you feel very connected to where you're being called right now. Judgment is here because it is a calling, it's an awakening. You're being beckoned onto a certain path, and you really, I think you're excited about this. I think you've got a very, like, I'm just getting a very expanded heart space, and I'm just hearing a welcome with open arms. So there might be something really wonderful coming in. You've even got the card Buds here, actually, new beginnings and expansion. Exactly the same words we have here, new beginnings and expansion. There's no avoiding it. This, like, group one have been lately, like, really, really in a good place. And that is continuing as we enter the week ahead, towards the end of the week ahead, whenever it is you catch this reading, really. The Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, a beautiful gift is here for you. So this is treasure. This is so special. Look at this beautiful little girl and the fairies and the rainbow. Like, just the energy and the colors. It's very sweet. So there's something very beautiful being offered to you. Some of you might be having a birthday. It might be a birthday gift you're receiving, or some sort of gift. Yeah, you're definitely receiving some treasure. There's a new beginning. There's expansion. Like this is something. Oh, I could feel almost teary. It's there. It's like when you open this treasure chest, like, so much more will just keep coming. It's a gift that keeps on giving. In the area of challenge, you have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So this is a time for you to really communicate where you need to liberate yourself. Seven of Wands is about defense. It's about protecting yourself. It's about standing up for what you believe in. It's about giving difficult messages. So sometimes it's about a hard truth. We've got a rope lying across the blade here, and it kind of makes me feel like you're sort of sitting on your truth. You're not quite ready. So maybe that's why it's in the challenge. There's something you need to say to someone and you're not sure how to say it, or maybe you've been just struggling with some sort of tension. So that is the area of challenge, but what can you do about it? We have the Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Interesting to have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in a reading, Six of Swords. So if you've been having tension, if this is your relationship and you've been having tension with your partner, it's about communication and letting things get better. It's about letting go of the past and not holding on to things and allowing there to be a smooth transition into calmer waters. It's about letting go of mental and emotional baggage. But for some of you, it could also be about moving away from something that's really conflicting, like with the Seven of Wands there. And maybe it's like with your partner, maybe it's together that you're facing a challenge and you need to move in a direction harmoniously. Lots of communication is important, and also just peace in their approach. So what you don't see coming, the Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Devil. Interesting. So there's definitely expansion in the area of your work or the things that you're crafting, but with the Devil on the end here, there's something that might make you feel a little bit trapped in your workspace. Maybe you're stuck in a contract you can't wait to finish, or maybe you're not being paid the amount you're putting in, or something like that. Like you can feel like you're a bit stuck with something here, and I do think it's to do with your work. Before the Devil came out and I saw these two together, I definitely feel like there's another expansion in your workplace yet to come. I kind of feel like 3+ months from now you might get offered something else, a promotion, expansion, another project, I'm not sure, something where something grows. But then when this came on top, I'm like, is that from this or is it something else? It could be that, or it could be two things, but I do feel like with the Devil here, yeah, there's definitely something you're feeling a little stuck to, and she's in the cage and the treasure's on the outside. So with regards to your work, I think there might be some things coming up that it's important for expansion. 3 of Wands is here. It's sort of like you just have to wait and see. Like, yeah, there's very much a waiting energy when it comes to something to do with your work. You can't really push forward, you're kind of trapped. But I don't think it's anything overly terrible. Okay, look, I got the Strength card, and that's a whale being freed. So, you know, the opposite of entrapment. So just like stay strong, you know, face this with courage. You can handle it, don't run away, that sort of thing. You can handle whatever that is for you. In the outcome, 3 major arcanas, it shows that you really are being put on a different path right now. There is a new beginning, because you've got the Tower, the World, and the Chariot. So something is definitely dissolving, something is breaking down. An old cycle is 100% ending, and a new cycle is beginning, where you are moving forward with confidence and a lot of blessings. And I'm just seeing the seahorse, and it makes me think of fatherly energy, because it's actually the father that raises the children of the seahorses. They're the ones that carry the child. So there could be something to do with parenting in this reading here for you. Or it could be just about being that leader. We've got the King of Cups energy here. So there's this beautiful nurturing masculine energy in this reading. So that could be you, your partner, or somebody who has influence in your life, that's maybe helping you move forward. So free spirit and energy of the Page of Cups on the bottom, Page of Wands on the bottom of this reading. This is a time for adventure and travel, like the little crystal picker said. Maybe you're needing a holiday, and that's something in the cards for you. I do feel that's possible. I just saw the Justice card as well, so there might be some legal things to sort out. There's definitely some things that need rebalancing. So as we saw, I'm not going to go too far into these cards because they really speak for themselves. I'm just going to hold them up again. The expansion, the new beginnings, and the change energy that is here for you is definitely something worth being excited about. Really good things are happening. And then you also had the card of buds, new beginnings and expansion. I'll read this one for you. A bud is one of the earliest visual confirmations that the seed you have planted is hard at work. Whether a budding leaf or bloom, it's proof that your endeavour is in motion. So far, so good. Buds are tender, delicate things, however, which will still need close attention and care. Extreme weather can damage them, as can neglect. The bud card shows that you can interpret the success of the first stage is a positive sign, but don't assume buds can handle the next stages on their own. Buds represent the first checkpoint in a project. Things are expanding but not complete. Continue to tend and encourage them. Without buds, there can be no fruit. Have confidence and success. The success of your first stage promises that you can achieve your goal. There are things in your life that you've left unfinished or abandoned. And can you help complete them? So things might need to be wrapped up. You also had adaptability with the fox and the ivy, and it's just about adapting to these changes and going with the flow, and facing things as they come up, being adaptable, being able to handle things. You've got abundance planning in your self-care area, so this is definitely time to be budgeting and planning for the future when it comes to finances. And you also have flow like water with your self-care cards too. So this is energy of adaptability in itself, isn't it? So you've got lots of repeat messages here of just going with the flow, be like water, be moved. Obviously not a leaf in the wind blowing around at everyone else's mercy, but going with the current that you can feel, this calling you're called towards. Take action where you're feeling called to take action. And then I have some, a pendulum, can't forget about that one. I have some tea leaf cards for you, and it is fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. Ladder, climbing towards success. So it could be this blonde woman that helps you climb towards success. It could also be a separate message that you are genuinely climbing up a ladder to success right now. And harp with great happiness. And harp kind of gives me the energy of judgment as well. It's like, I know that's a trumpet in the judgment, but it also makes me think of angelic harp music and blessings and gifts in that sense as well. So a time of happiness, climbing to success, and relationship with a blonde, fair or grey woman. Okay, group 1, I'll do your pendulum question to wrap up your read today. And let's have a look at the yes for group 1. And the no for group 1, please. Lovely. And the answer for group 1's question. And that's staying in the no position. The answer for group 1's question. It's a very soft, and it's getting clearer. Okay. Yeah, it's not changing. The answer for that is a no. Hopefully that's a supportive answer for you, but always use discernment with such a tool, of course. And yeah, that's what I have for my beautiful group 1s this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you're on holidays with the kids, school holidays in Australia anyway, hope you have a wonderful time with them and soak it all up if you get the chance to. If you'd like a private read, you can book it in the description box below. And yeah, look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the little crystal family, then this is going to be your reading. So the little crystal picker, those that are new, it's my young son that chooses the crystals or items, and sometimes he gives us a message, and today we did get a message for each group, which is quite rare. And for this one, he just said family. They're just family. So it could be that family is really important to you right now. Maybe your family is growing, or maybe there's things happening around the school holidays. I know where we are, the school holidays has just begun. Obviously it'd be different in different parts of the world, but many people connecting in my local area might also be looking for things to do with family. Easter's coming up as well if you celebrate that. So definitely things around family are highlighted at this time, especially if you chose this reading. And it doesn't have to be blood family, it can be people that feel like family, soul family, things like that. I did feel drawn to say group 3 when I first started, so maybe there's something there for you if you feel drawn. We have a pendulum, we'll look at that at the end, but let's jump into this reading. So some of the main energies here, I see Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, and then perhaps the fixed signs. They always do show up. Where did I see it? Yeah. Whenever I see the world card, I think of the fixed signs because they are usually there. Even though they're not on this card, they do talk about the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But anyway, it doesn't matter if your zodiac star sign is here. It could be a different placement or someone you're dealing with. But anyway, moving on into the past energy. As always, we're starting with the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Fool. Ace of Pentacles, a fresh beginning energy here. There's a new beginning happened for you recently, and it's opened your eyes perhaps. Maybe it's opened your eyes to change things or to take a new path, or it's just like bringing expansion to your world. We have Judgment here, so it's like a calling. Something new has begun and it's calling you on a new path, and maybe it's taking you somewhere you've never been before. We have the Fool here. So this is an amazing leap of faith. There's a lot of excitement. There's woohoo energy. So something really exciting is definitely happening. I'm getting like seize the moment vibes. This is something that you really should make the most of this time for you because it's very, very special. I'm hearing the word sacred. And so Fool can be anything. It can be traveling. Maybe you're going on a trip soon. But it could also be like anything. I don't even want to start guessing what these things could be because really it could be anything for anyone connecting, but this is something you've never done before. If it's something similar to what you've done in the past, it's something it's going to be different this time. Something about it is new and fresh. So progressing into the week ahead, what you will be experiencing this week, we have the Ace of Swords, lots of new ideas being sparked, seize the moment energy again. Like I really feel this. Yeah, there's so much like woo, arms in the air, like there's like a prize is being held up and it's firing up your brain. You're interested in new ideas, new conversations. Maybe it's with regards to family or children with the Six of Cups here. So this could also be reunion energy. You might be meeting with someone from your past this week. Maybe it is catching up with family, as our little crystal picker suggests with this beautiful crystal collection. There's a lot going on around maybe to do with your childhood, siblings, family, friends, people you've known for a long time, or your own children. There's lots of conversation and ideas around that area for you. especially as you start off this week. It's very much connected to your children and being there with them. So and then definitely resonate with that. I do feel like I'm a group 2 a lot of the time, and we are on school holidays, so there's a lot of fun things to look forward to this little break that we have. So further into the week ahead, we have got the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about romance that is here for you. Decadence, there's a cake here. Maybe it's someone's birthday with the cake. But this is also about stability, being looked after or provided for. Maybe you have like an expansion in your finances within your family, or you know, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of laughter, like playing and dancing in the kitchen. That sort of vibe is what I'm getting here. Like really enjoying all that's around you. This man has his glass of wine, a cake, he's in the field, he's got his dog next to him with a bone, there's grapes. This is abundance. This is abundance and joy. Now, being careful though, with the shark in the water, I do feel like there's a message in that. I don't think it's to do with this partnership, however it could be. You may already have a sense of what the shark is. Maybe it's just an underlying fear or something under the water, something murky. And you have got the energy in this reading of healing and transmutation. Yeah, and so it could be that some more subconscious fears or wounds get surfaced, but they're here to be healed, and you're in a safe place to do that. The people that you have supporting you are safe people, is what I'm feeling, and maybe you don't feel so safe. Maybe you feel like you're traveling right now in a place that you could knock over at any time. I kind of wonder if that's the message. So you could feel a little bit fragile at this time, but there's also lots of love bubbles in the air as well. So you know, it could be 2 different scenarios you're dealing with in regards to this situation, but like the shark is there. It needs to be acknowledged, but it's not going to dampen all this beautiful energy that's in your reading. That's what I'm getting, because this is a fantastic reading. There is definitely shark in the water. Is it your shark? Is the shark someone else? Remains to be seen. Just be mindful of it within yourself or another. But again, lean into the beautiful supports you have around you. Stay grounded. Enjoy your abundance. Things are really fertile and blossoming for you right now. The strength is required, but so is lightheartedness and joy. At the end of your week, we have the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Maybe there's a beautiful date coming up with the 2 of Cups, a connection between you and your love, or maybe it's a new love that's coming in. And then the 4 of Wands. This is about community, connection, being together, celebrating events, really feeling like you're with people that are your tribe, your vibe. It's definitely a beautiful energy to end your week at whatever time it is you watch this reading. So really, really good vibes, but there is something to be mindful of. In the area of challenge, you have the 3 of Pentacles and the Hermit. Maybe you're someone that finds it hard to blend with other people. Maybe you need your alone time. The challenge right now is finding ways to fit in with the group scenarios and understanding, trusting that you do have valuable contribution and you can find belonging, even though you may be someone who is a little distant or likes to be on your own. You may find challenge in balancing these 2 areas, being part of a group or a team, or like the family, right? It's dynamic. Maybe you need a breather sometimes. Maybe you just got to focus on little practices that can help you stay grounded, but also remain part of the team or the group. It may also be for some of you, you're in a group that you just really don't feel like aligns with you, but I don't feel like that's the message. If it is for you, you take that and trust what's right for you. Don't take all of this as gospel. Only take what resonates. It'll hit different for everyone, and you know yourself. But if there is part of you that needs to dig a little deeper to find out why there's barriers, and that maybe these are actually good people and safe people for you to open up to, then that deep inquiry is definitely worth it, especially when I'm coming back to the energy of healing and transmutation. These cards came out together from the same deck in your reading, so do be mindful of that. What will help with this challenge? We have the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the World, and I think it reiterates what was said here. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. Someone's working on a car outside, but hopefully you don't hear that. The 5 of Cups is about grief and sadness, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles in the World. So this tells me that in the past there's been a lot of hurt. There's an emotional turmoil and deep pain that may have kept you separate from groups, because this is in relation to the challenge. So there's definitely, maybe there's been loss in friendships, so maybe there's lack of trust, maybe you don't feel safe, who knows what this is about, but there's definitely grief here. Maybe something's already happened within this group, and it's about like releasing that emotion and working on things. Eight of Pentacles, what can you do to sharpen your skills, to fly, you know, higher, fly smoother? With the World card here, that is about closing out old cycles and beginning new cycles. So coming away from sadness, it's like, how can you elevate? How can you expand? How can you, I guess, evolve is what the feeling is in this situation. And it's about the work you do on yourself. Same with the Hermit card. Hermit and Eight of Pentacles have a very similar energy, because they're focused on what's in front of them, on what's inside them, on them, like the result of what they're working on is very dependent on their own personal inquiry and their own efforts. That's what it comes down to. And with the World here, maybe you're going on a travel trip, that could be the case, but another story in general, entirely, I mean. But the World I'm seeing is like, whatever's going on in group dynamics, it's like something is shifting, or there's an opportunity to heal that for you here. Death is the underlying energy of this reading, so definitely a time of change and shedding skins, releasing. We have got transmutation, which is Phoenix energy, and so is the Death card, Phoenix energy. So there is healing going on in that regard, and it's like a new you wants to come out. And as I lift this, it's like it tells me, whenever I see this card, I think of the different types of characters you'll meet on the path. One's a lizard, one's a cat. But travel light, you know, and don't be afraid to bump up against different characters, and stay free-spirited, adventurous, curious, open-hearted. Trust in how you feel inside. Try not to overthink things, that type of energy. So what you don't see coming, we do have the King of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. There could be some tension yet to come, and maybe that's based on this situation that's, you know, needing to heal. But the King of Swords can be a cold-hearted and abrupt energy. Is it you? Is it someone else? Not sure. Five of Wands is like, this is not a nice card. I mean, someone's putting a frog in the potions. Nobody can trust each other. It can talk about too many people involved. I'm hearing oil and water. Maybe it's about people that just, you know, there could be a situation where you, like, two people have very different opinions or very different somethings. Lifestyles or just ways of being. But what you don't see coming is, if there is a tension here, it's a matter of, with the Five of Swords coming after it, of really just sort of removing yourself from that situation and not letting it get any worse if something does come up. And this is what you don't see coming. So there could be some sort of argument maybe with the King of Swords here, or with a group of people or something, and it doesn't feel that great. I want a little bit more on that, because it feels like what else can we know about this particular situation? I do feel with the Five of Swords, it's about leaving a battlefield behind, leaving the dramas behind, not, unplugging. So, okay, so Seven of Swords and the Star has come out. So be very strategic and focus on healing. Stay mindful that things don't have to be blown out of proportion or bad, or remain hopeful. Queen of Swords, deliver your truth, stay calm. I think it's all right. Whatever it is, there's definitely a challenge to come, but you can face it, and it's something that you need to face for whatever reason. So in the outcome, we have the Six of Swords, Strength, the Four of Cups. I think it kind of reiterates what happened here. There's definitely a sense of disappointment, but you just need to remain strong and remain calm and allow yourself to move away from the tension and just let there be peace. And if it means finding resolution with this group of people or with this person or family or whatever this is, allow that to be the case. Try and be strong. Maybe it's someone else who feels disappointed, just allow yourself to find peace. Let peace be the answer. That's what I'm feeling for this read. Definitely let peace be the answer. So I'm going to go straight to your tea leaf cards, because it is interesting and kind of touches on this situation. So first you have Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. And then these came out together. Empty chair, someone is leaving your life, and rooster with an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So if that's the person leaving your life, kind of good riddance, you know, and the worst part is over. So whatever happens, just let it unfold and remain true to yourself, remain peaceful, and don't exasperate things or make them any worse than they need to be. Yeah, it's not to make you feel afraid that something terrible is going to happen, but just that, you know, things happen. That's life, and you have what it takes to handle that. We have got a pendulum I'll get to in a moment. What do we see? We saw healing and transmutation. Should we read? Let's read healing. It's a number 4. It's about grounding. It's about protecting your heart. Number 4 is anyway. This card will appear to let you know that healing on all levels is occurring. It can come in many forms. Be ready to accept it. Know as well that you are a healing force for others. You may not even be aware that you are a conduit for healing energy. But when others thank you, simply say you're welcome, even if you don't know how it happened. In many native traditions, bear spirit is thought to be aligned with humans, as he can walk upright like a human. He represents the healer and the good medicine. He also bestows healing powers to those worthy. You indeed are worthy. Bear spirit energy can also represent grounding, strength, and confidence. It activates a stable foundation to face whatever challenges appear in your life, and that's the 4 energy. So Bear Spirit says you're a healer and a channel. Oh, Gerbaloni. Please don't knock the camera. She's definitely wanting to play today. Where am I? Number 4. You're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. You are strong and grounded. Healing is unfolding, and or a situation is being resolved. Have faith that all is well. I'm glad I read that one, because that's definitely, I don't know if I'll read this one. 29. I might just say what the Phoenix says. A change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a new beginning. So if someone's leaving your life, it's a good thing. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you're entering a new cycle. Even if it seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before a rebirth. Hang in there, the best is yet to come. And then you have Elk and Ash with strength. Isn't it interesting that we saw Ash after the message just there from the Phoenix? But it's also that strength, isn't it? The strength that we just touched on. You're called to gather your strength ahead of a challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame the unruly elements that try to derail you. There's such a warning here. There's so much beautiful energy, but that shark in the water, like, it's going to be fine. Can't wait to hear about it. Next week's reading will probably, touch on that as well. So, mortar and pestle, integration, subtlety, and thoroughness. The goal of the mortar and pestle are twofold. First, to reduce the size of something, then to combine ingredients. In a spell, in order to evenly combine your components, you need to break them down into smaller parts. The grinding motion used with a mortar and pestle can appear aggressive, and applying too much force can make all of your ingredients fly everywhere. Be gentle but thorough. Take time to blend things evenly. This card tells you that something in your life needs to be better incorporated. It could be as simple as integrating your practice into daily life, or something more complex like finding balance between 2 relationships. Whatever it is, take it slow or you'll scatter what you're trying to integrate. I like that. The message here is clear. Like, whatever's just, like I'm hearing don't freak out. Everything you're held, everything's actually fine. Stay grounded. Some self-care things you can do at this week is energy work. Fantastic idea, especially seeing these things. Do these things maybe before whatever comes up, because it'll help you when that does happen, that all your energy is pulled to center and you are grounded. Meditations on your chakras or any type of energy work at all. Maybe book a kinesiology balance. We have aromatherapy, another beautiful support. So many reasons why, so many different essences out there, and so many great benefits and effects that it has on us. So let's have a look at your pendulum to finish up your read, group 2. I feel like I've been saying group 1, but I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so the group 2's pendulum, yes. What is yes going to look like? Easy. Okay, what's no going to look like? Lovely. And what's the answer for group 2's question, please? It's a bit shy. Answer for group 2's question, please. I don't think it's moving. It's not fully still. Okay, here we go. It's like kind of like no, but it's muddled. I get this like feeling of like being tight inside, like bound tight inside, holding on something tight inside. Like something, and I'm not getting a clear answer. It's not really moving. Okay, so that's what that is. Like it was kind of like a no, but when I went to say no, it sort of swung in circles, like it could be that you don't need to know the answer to that question. It could be that you're not meant to know the answer. It could be that you already know the answer. It's always interesting. I love hearing also from people when they use the pendulum in the readings and it was a no, or it's not a no, it was like a no answer, because even that is amazing, the feedback I've gotten about why that served that person at that time. And usually it's a message within itself, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to leave that and trust that was right for you. And yeah, so that's what we have, group 2. Hopefully that reading was comforting and brought you some sort of clarity and guidance. Yeah, if you'd like to book a private session, you can book that in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this little blue plastic diamond, then this will be your reading. So those that are new here, it is my young son who chooses the crystals or the items, and sometimes he gives a little message with them as well. And today the message for your group was that he said, what did he say? That they are spending a lot of money, so they need a diamond. So I think it was his way of saying maybe you're needing to save something, save your energy, save your money. Like it could be just that message of, yeah, just being mindful of your spending or something like that. Or chasing after false things, I'm kind of getting, because it is a false diamond, right? But the way what he was like, the emphasis on his message was that you need a real diamond, you know. So that might be the message, or you're needing something, you know. So maybe it's finances, maybe it's something different, but it's a metaphor. Yeah. So that was the message about the little gem that we have here. It's very pretty. I like all the different ways we can look at it. And anyway, so group 3, some of the main energies in your reading I can see is Cancer, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Leo again, and that's the main energies. Could be you, could be someone you're dealing with, it doesn't matter all that much. We're going to start with the past energy. We have the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. These all came out together in your past energy. It looks like you've been really dealing with something from the past here, I do think. So you're coming out of something. We have the 10 of Swords here. It is about the Phoenix rising though. It's not a typical 10 of Swords where somebody is stabbed and dying and bleeding out. This is more about your rebirth, and you are climbing to success. This is a fantastic thing. It really is. But with the Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords here, it makes me feel like maybe you've got a good friend and you've been talking to them about some things that have been hurtful for you in the past, or maybe you've actually seen a healer and been helping you move through this stuff. Maybe you are the healer that is helping you move through this stuff. But it does look like things like you're facing, I'm hearing the nitty and gritty. So it could be like a really deep healing process you're going through. But with the 3 of Swords here, there is that energy of betrayal. Now, for some of you, it is a different situation entirely. It could be that you really tried to bring something up into success, but maybe there's been a betrayal with a woman you're working with the Queen of Wands here, and like she's like sort of stopping her from burning herself though. So I don't know, maybe you're just like someone's trying to protect you from this situation. It can be read in multiple ways, but there is definitely something going on here, and it is I think it's just, I feel like it's something that needs to be cleared from your energy. So it could be like, I'm getting now as I look at it on the table, it's like stress about how to move forward, because you're in a leadership, or this one, you're in a leadership position, that's for sure. And you are definitely climbing to success, but there's something that feels like it's blocking your progress. It might be that it's not blocking your progress. It could just be something you're dealing with within yourself, or it could feel like it is. But there's still this sense that things are moving ahead anyway. The week ahead energy is quite good. As we progress, we've got 4 major arcana straight away, so you can tell that this week might feel a little bit auspicious. It could feel like things are sort of out of your hands, and the things that are happening are either serendipitous or synchronistic, or just feeling a little bit divinely fated or something like that. You're being pushed, or you just kind of have to trust right now, that's for sure. And be quite reflective and restful where you can too. So let's get into this week ahead. We start with the Chariot, movement forward with confidence. We have the Sun here as well. This is a very positive energy. We have the Lovers as well. So all of this is talking about commitment, moving forward, making choices that are feeling like it's being true to your spirit, true to your purpose. With the Sun here, there's lots of optimism. For some of you, it's about definitely time with family and friends on the horizon, with this imagery, time with your children if you're a parent. All of that is there for you. It looks like you're dealing with a lot of things. Maybe some of you are looking at moving house as well. Things are looking like it's all moving ahead quite nicely. There is still, it's sort of like coming away from whatever this energy is you've been recently processing of pain, and just feeling like, you know what, I'm just going to stay in alignment. I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do. I'm going to devote myself just that little bit deeper. I'm going to apply the wisdom that's required right now. I'm going to nourish myself. Yeah, you might need a little bit of support at the moment. I do feel that. In the end of your week, you've got the 4 of Swords, needing some rest, really contemplating things that have happened, not taking action on something. Like, you might want to say something to someone, but it's like you're going to have to sit on it right now and not, like, just really get clear on how you're feeling. Meditation around this issue is really important for you right now, or at the end of the week. Page of Cups is next. This could be an apology, it could be a heart to heart, but in the image, this is self-reflection. So I kind of feel like it's you're sitting with yourself. Everything that's unfolded this week, I think things need to happen in a timely fashion. You need to have the certain thoughts that are going to arise on the certain day at the right time. Like, I think like things are serendipitous. I feel like things need to happen. I feel like you need to let go of control, remain positive and confident that things are going to be okay. But after you get to the other side of this week, or the end of this week, I think you're going to need a bit of pause for reflection and reconsider how you're going to approach a change that's coming with the 2 of Wands. So, but there's no rush in this energy. It's just reflective, it's just consideration, and it's sort of reading the energy of the way life is moving you right now. You've got this card, Look to the Stars, in your self-care prompts. And so when I look at all this major arcana at the start of your week, and then this, it tells me that there's astrological influences that you need to let play out, and then just really contemplate things gently. Lots of self-reflection, apply a creative approach where you can, be compassionate where you can, be forgiving where you can, but there is definitely a change of course coming up for you. So in the challenge, we've got the 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. This is definitely quite the challenge. So there's this, what did I get when this came out? Oh, damn it. I got something really good when that came out. Not like positive good, but like a clear message. Oh, bugger. It was definitely like, tell them that when it comes time. Anyway, 5 of, hopefully it comes back. 5 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. It's definitely an energy of, I'm getting like cut your losses vibes with this one. 3 of Wands, looking forward to what's going to come next. So this is telling me you don't know what's going to happen and you feel like you're at a loss. That's the challenge. You're feeling like a little bit lost in direction. You feel like maybe your resources are going to be stripped from you, or they have been stripped from you, or you know, that could be financial, it could be opportunities that have been taken away. There's that, you know, abandonment energy of the 5 of Wands here. That could be the challenge you face. And right now it's like you can't see through the darkness, or you can't see through this challenge. But you know that it's something that has to just play out timely, and you can't push things or force anything right now. If there's any sort of drama with other people, competition energy, just, you know, that is going to be a challenge for you at this time. But yeah, I mean, just don't engage in too much drama if you can avoid it. Follow your own heart's guidance. You're very connected and very intuitive. Even if you feel like you don't know how it's going to work out, you can trust that you will be shown the way with each step. And that's actually a tea leaf you have here, candle, you will be shown the way. So please trust in that guidance. And even if you can't see as far ahead as you'd like, trust that you can see the footsteps in front of you. You can see the first step in front of you right now today. What can you do to ground yourself? Maybe have a meditation. I think that's going to be really important for you. To drop into compassion and forgiveness where you can, be understanding where you can, to yourself and others. We'll see where it applies. What will help with this challenge though, 8 of Cups, is walking away from drama, things that you've worked really hard at though. Sometimes the 8 of Cups can feel like you've had to just abandon your success. It actually says that on a certain tarot deck. I can't remember the one. I think it's Sun and Moon Tarot, I think. But it is that energy of trying quite hard to make something work, and you've had to just, you know, sort of walk away even though you put a lot into it. And then we have strength, so having the strength to actually cut your loss maybe. Queen of Swords, like, be very clear about what you want and set yourself up for independence. So maybe you're moving away from a dynamic, a group dynamic or something that's just not serving you. But it's like, do it with decorum, do it with be really professional or something is kind of what I'm getting with this beautiful Queen of Swords energy. It feels like really nice. She's like marking someone's paper. It's being honest. It's being clear and direct. It's putting yourself in a place where you can be more independent and do strive towards independence away from things and drama that doesn't serve you. 7 of Swords is the bottom deck energy. Justice underneath that. We have the World as well. 4 of Pentacles. I could just keep on digging. You are dealing with a situation that is changing. You can't rush it or make it change any quicker or anything like that, that's for sure, but it is changing. It's a good thing that it's changing. Things are going to get better, but you need to be strategic, careful, honest, balanced, and fair. And you'll see that a cycle will close out in this situation. What you don't see coming is the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. So this full energy is something fresh and new. Let yourself be taken anywhere new, because I mean, you don't see it coming, you will be. This can be a thing you've never done before, a place you've never been to. The Fool is a fresh beginning, novice energy, starting over energy at times. It's a risk sometimes, it's a leap of faith, it's all of the above. With the 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords, it tells me that this new beginning for you is feeling like a punishment or feeling like entrapment of some kind, but it's not. There's a beautiful goblet just above her head. It's glowing. There's an opportunity in amongst this. You're going to feel a little bit powerless in the way things unfold, but trust in the magic of newness and trust that, you know, whatever's unfolding, as we see in the cards here, you will be shown the way. Take the guidance from the reading of being, you know, compassionate, forgiving, creative, softening. Be a friend where you can. Be a friend to yourself. You will be shown the way. Meditate. In the outcome of this reading of the tarot, we have the 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands is resilience. It's when we are feeling guarded and we don't want to pursue something, or we want to push things away, but we kind of have to keep going for whatever reason. It's that last little push of faith that's needed. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So it's like on the other side of this wall, if you can break it down, which I believe you will because it's the outcome, you'll see a fresh beginning happens for you and things really rocket forward in the direction you're happy with. Giving it time. Communication is definitely needed about a new beginning. An uncomfortable conversation might be needed as well. We're going to have a pendulum if you'd like to think of the question. We're not there yet, but I just thought I'd mention it. So in your oracles, you have our spirit, wisdom, and I feel like reading the whole message for this one today. So, where do I start? Abounding insight. Profound majesty and grace are available to you now, simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient wisdom is emerging. You know the truth. Trust your intuition and perceptions right now. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. The excellent sight of an owl in the darkness corresponds with your ability to perceive the reality of a situation, even in the murkiest of conditions. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of profound illumination and transformation. And you have the sun here as well. Like, you're really getting clear about what you're committing to and how you're going to move forward. But it's also a time, like, timing is important, and also, like it says here, like, turn inward. The owl sits at the shoulder of Athena and Merlin, revealing sacred truths. In some native cultures, the owl is called the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle, but it works silently in the darkness of night. This card can also mean it's time to embrace your dark side as well as your light. Through doing so, you will be in balance. The owl says, trust in your ability to see the deepest truth in situations and in people. Wisdom is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is a good time to sign up for an inspirational courses. Messages from spirit are all around you. Look for them and trust what you feel. You also have the card productivity, and we've got a busy bee here, so there's a lot of work to be done around you at the moment. I'll just get the little short message from this one. You are at your most productive. Take care to ensure your labor fulfills you. I think there's a bit of a personal inquiry there. I feel like holding up the Four of Swords of contemplation. I mean, like, seeing this office space too, like, maybe things need to be done in a different way, or your work might need to be revised, your approach might need to be revised, or I'm kind of getting like either you're like renovating, I don't mean a home, but it could be like you're you're upgrading something, or like maybe you're writing something from scratch, or you're changing a protocol, or like maybe you've written a program and you want to tweak it or change it, or maybe you're making a whole new one altogether. Like, I do feel like there's work to be done in your office, or something you're working on. Lots to be done. So we also have the card Altar with gratitude and releasing burdens. I really love the image. I love this type of altar. It's really cozy. It is important to make time and space for connecting with spirit. In that space, look into your heart for truths. The altar card can help you reflect on your blessings and what you need to express gratitude for. Conversely, look inside for the truth about your challenges. There may be something you need to release to the universe in order to grow and flourish, or a burden you need to surrender so that you can move forward. The altar can help. Take stock on what you are grateful for. Think about what you can offer nature or spirit to share your blessings. Definitely love that. I'm just like seeing the Black Mirror there. Maybe some Black Mirror scrying. Some of you might be already adept at that. Maybe it's something you want to learn. Self-care prompts, we have look to the stars and nourish your temple. Again, there's this energy that the current astrological transits are having their way with you right now. Go with that, go with the flow, maybe learn more about it if you can. Mapping your soul astrology is a fantastic astrologer if you're looking for a chart reading. Amazing, amazing goddess. Mapping your soul astrology. Even just following her page, she gives a lot of write-ups about current transits and how we can be experiencing them. It's really informative, really relatable, and just her work is healing magic. We have nourish your temple, feed yourself well, love yourself deeply. Like also your energy field, I'm seeing that as well. Like the things you do on the inside, the thoughts you have, really definitely affect your aura, the energy around you. Just, nourish all of that. Nourish everything that is to do with you, inside and out. You have some tea leaf oracles before I do the pendulum for you. First one is throne, position of authority. You could be dealing with a position of authority, or you could be in that position. I kind of feel like you are in that position. We have hand, especially the Queen of Swords here too. Like maybe you have to be your own authority in a situation. But hand is here in need of help, assistance, or guidance. It says May here, the month of May is going to be very significant in this situation, and that a candle you'll be shown the way. Lighting a candle with that intention at your altar. Keep a candle burning wherever you can, obviously safely. for that, with the intention to be guided by that light, and for there to also be like a clearing of the way as well. And do trust that you'll be guided, even if you feel a little muddied and muddled right now. So the pendulum for my group 3s, can we see what yes is going to look like? It's like, nope. Can I see a yes, please, for group 3? Thank you. Can I see a no for group 3? What's no going to look like? Very good. And can I see the answer for group 3's question? The answer for group 3's question. Staying in the no position. Hang on. Answer for group 3's question. Yeah, that's... yeah. It's staying in a no position. I just wasn't sure. Like, it kind of seemed like it, yeah, it wasn't certain, but it was definitely the no answer there. So hopefully that was supportive for you. Always use discernment with such a tool. But that is your reading, group 3. I hope that it gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book it in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care.